Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the RollsTimi 128. Start with the wrist check. I'm wearing the C Stern 382, and Greg was wearing my Squally 1521. I just reviewed that Squally, so if you haven't seen the review, be sure to check it out. Grego said he was reading a book about General Grievous when he was young and how he developed his lung disease. It is called Great Expectorations. All right, let's take a look at the watch. Comes in this box that says RollsTimi. Even comes with a RollsTimi cleaning cloth. And here it is. Now that's a pretty nice looking watch. And considering it only cost me $35, it is pretty good. It's got some issues though, and we'll go over those issues. I've had quite a few RollsTimi on my channel. RollsTimi appears to be a sub-brand of Pagani Design. This is an homage to a Rolex Datejust with Eastern Arabic numerals. This has your fancier Datejust look with fluted bezel and a J-style bracelet. If you're sick of the whole Tiffany blue trend, then you are out of luck as it is the only color. This watch cost me around $35, which means you get a Chinese movement. The watch is 40.5 millimeters if you measure at the bezel. 50.1 millimeters lug to lug with protruding end links. It's 12.2 millimeters thick. Has a 20 millimeter leg width, which tapers down to 16 at the clasp, and weighs 130 grams on the supplied J-style bracelet with 2 links removed. The bezel is fluted, and it has a nice look. And then we have the dial. The dial is that Tiffany blue color that's been so popular lately. And there is no sunburst effect, but it's a really nice looking dial. And then look at this on the rehot here. It says automatic 21 joules over and over again, kind of how a Rolex says Rolex over and over again. So that's kind of a nice touch. You usually don't see anything like that on these homage watches. Then we have the minute markers and minute counters, and then we have the Arabic numerals, and I assume they're correct. I don't know. And at the 12, we have this little faux diamond. And of course, it could be a real diamond, but I seriously doubt that. Then up top, we have the R for the RollsTimi logo. And then we have the stick hands, and the stick hands are loomed, but they're not loomed very well at all. And then we have the second hand, which is not loomed. Now, surprising enough, most RollsTimi I've reviewed have a counterbalance that looks like the inner of the R there, like a little hammer, but this one does not. Then we have a date at the 3 with a Cyclops, and as you can see, the Cyclops barely magnifies. A lot of people don't like a Cyclops, and my opinion is if you're going to have one, have a Cyclops, and this one really seriously does not do the job. Plus, it appears to be off center. Then we have a signed screw-down crown. I really don't know why we needed a screw-down crown on a watch like this. It's not like you're going diving or swimming with it. It would have been fine not to be a screw-down. But apparently you're supposed to get 50 meters, but I don't know if that's true or not. So it's kind of annoying to have to unscrew it. Then we have the crystal. The crystal says sapphire on the AliExpress ad, but I tested it, and I'm sorry. And just to show you that I'm not lying, as you can see, this is not sapphire. This is glass. So that's a strike against it. I mean, I don't expect sapphire on a $35 watch, but if you're going to tell me it's sapphire, give me sapphire. So, and then we have the case. The case is nice. It's solid stainless steel, shaped like an oyster case, polished on the sides. And the only reason I know for sure it's not chrome-plated alloy because it's polished up top too is it's brushed on the bottom. So you can definitely tell that's steel there. Then we have the case back. The case back is a screw-on display case back, but look at that. It's tinted. I don't understand why they ever tint a case back. What are they trying to do? The whole point of a display case back is so you can see the movement. So why do they obscure it with this tinting? I don't know. Then it says water resistant, stainless steel, 128 automatic. Underneath the case back is a Chinese movement, and I don't know the particular model number or reference number, but it appears to be a clone of a Miyota 8215. It has that unidirectional rotor. Plus it says it's 21 joules, plus it's got that little stutter of an 8215. So I'm not sure which one it is, but we'll go ahead and put it on the timegrapher and see how it's doing. Here it is on the timegrapher. I set the lift angle to 49 degrees, which is the lift angle of an 8215, because once again, I'm pretty sure this is an 8215 clone. As you can see, it's running fairly accurate. +2, -2, 0. So yeah, very accurate. Amplitude is not bad, and it's got a little bit of beat error, 0.2 milliseconds there, but still running pretty good for a Chinese clone movement. The bracelet is a 5-link J style, and we have solid end links. And we have push pin adjusters, not screw pins, and I'm fine with push pins. They're just easier. Then we have an oyster style clasp, and we have 4 holes of micro adjust, but this is a type where you have to use the easy link where you pull them out, and it's kind of awkward to use. So you're probably better off just removing links, because the distance of the links is the same as the micro adjust. And the clasp is signed in the inside, and it's also signed on the fold over. Here's the watch and my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks really nice. That wears nice. And I removed 2 links to fit on my wrist, so the bracelet's a little short. I might have been able to, it's a hair loose. I probably could have removed 1 more. And of course, there's plenty of room to move it down the clasp also. But yeah, they could have used a few more links in this watch. But it does look nice. But yeah, look at that Cyclops though. It barely magnifies. Here we are in the loom room. Each major hand has 1 tiny strip of loom, and that is all. And there was no indication wearing the watch that it was any good. As we speed up the time, the loom is already about gone. This is some of the worst loom I've ever seen. This is almost as bad as that George from Walmart. What do I like about this watch? Well, it looks and wears nice. I really like this dial and these Arabic markers. And I like this J-style bracelet and clasp. What are my gripes and groans? The Cyclops, it barely magnifies and it's off center. This watch has some of the worst loom I've ever seen. Why did they tint the display case back? The bracelet's a little short. I only removed 2 links. And the AliExpress ad says sapphire, but it's clearly glass. Do I recommend this watch? Sure, nobody buys a watch like this for the loom. They buy it for the looks, and it looks great. Well, thank you for watching my review of the RollsTimi RT128, and I will be back with another review or unboxing. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link, and I will get a tiny commission. But those tiny commissions do add up, and that's why Grogo is wearing a squally 1521 right now. Bye.